What's going on? It's Mercury Hype out here. One of my favorite parts of Madden, besides the Ultimate Team competitive aspect of the game, is the franchise mode. One of my favorite things is getting behind a team, staying behind them, and rebuilding to win the Super Bowl, maybe win multiple Super Bowls. And what I want to do is I actually want to kind of keep the stats for a long time. Like, I'll make spreadsheets and stuff, try to post that stuff, just so it's kind of like a real simulation kind of thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a new franchise. I was playing Miami. My favorite team is the Baltimore Ravens, but I wanted to rebuild Miami, and it was actually super easy. I won 3 Super Bowls in a row before simulating, so I didn't win because of the simulation, before winning another 2 Super Bowls. So okay, well, my computer crashed, so I don't really know what to say. We started a series, Redskins. I created my coach. I showed my settings, but I'll go ahead and go back out, show my settings since the entire thing corrupted. That's me. I created a coach. Actually, you know what? I did take a little bit of time to talk about different things, and I'm just gonna not do that this time. So one of the things I pointed out is I don't want to be Jay Gruden. I don't want to have to get fired, right? Don't want to get fired. Not gonna be around fair. I'm me. Alright, use custom coach. So one thing I did explain in the corrupted file that now I'm going to explain a second time is that I don't have an HDMI splitter, so therefore I'm unable to do the whole recording. So this is me. Boom. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and go into league settings. Let's see, it starts in all pro. I don't know why. I guess there's another setting you can go change, but I just didn't change it. Simulation, all this stuff. No, not CPU only. I want coach firing to be on. If I'm a crappy coach, I will get fired. Relocation, no, I want everyone. Okay, I should have gone right. Everybody, definitely all this, all this, all this. This I don't need. I turn this off because sometimes when I trade away a lot of players, I trade below the minimum of 46, and then I have to go in and sign players, trade for players and whatever, and then come back and then trade them away. So no, I just do it off, then I trade away, I come back out, if I'm at like 42 players, I'll sign 10. Alright, yeah, none of this. Okay, and so this, I'm gonna just, for now, I'm gonna put the 15, I like this about 16. I want it to be at 15 because when I play the games, you know, if it's not on 15, sometimes it can be, sometimes if you're not on 15, you're not going to have as good stats, right? You're going to throw for 250 yards in the game because it's all the time you're going to touch, right? You're going to throw for 250 and run for 100, right? So only 350 yards of offense. You're going to look like one of the worst offenses that has ever graced the field of football, right? But it's, it's not true. But when every other, simulation is 15 minutes, you're gonna be last place. You're never gonna win MVP. It's not gonna be accurate, right? So I just do that. I'm gonna have this on full everything right now, although later on I will probably end up throwing like this to auto, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's it. The way that I like to scout is I look at players who are supposed to go undrafted, and then, but they don't, they have like 6th round, 5th round, 7th round talent, whatever. They're better pickups than someone who's projected 7th rounder that can't, that's got a worse rating. So what I'm gonna do, all right. The first thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm just gonna trade. So, someone like him, I might trade him just because he's, gonna start regressing soon. It sucks, it's stupid, but I'm kind of in a take a year off. I want to lose this year, right? I definitely want to go and get the highest draft pick I can. I'm definitely gonna trade Alex Smith away. I doubt that there's going to be that many teams that even want him. I don't think I'm going to... Oh, there's a green. Well, The Raiders. Okay, I could do the Raiders. That's fine because Derek Carr will probably still end up winning the starting job. Smith will retire soon. Plus, I don't know if the Raiders are going to stay with Derek Carr for forever. Yeah. I probably could have got more out of that deal, but that might be stupid. Probably should have tried to get more out of that deal, but you know, it's gonna be between these two guys, so that means that I can trade people like Adrian Peterson away. Well, I don't have that many picks, so I'll try to squeeze a 5, and I don't think it'll work. Alright. So I got a 1st and a 5th for a center that I'm never ever gonna use again. And then a running back that is gonna just regress. Yeah. I know I could get a 3rd round out of him. Bryce Love, a rookie, so I could probably even get a higher pick out of him. But maybe I keep them. I mean, I'm definitely trading Chris Thompson. Alright, I might just use him to help me make another trade go up, because everybody likes him. So I'm going to think about who else I can trade. I'm just going to get a new fullback. I mean, they put 68, 70 overall fullbacks in the draft, and nobody drafts them. So I could take a 70 overall or a 60, 69 overall freaking fullback in the 7th round. I could take him as Mr. Irrelevant too. So I'm going to do the same thing I did with Colt McCoy earlier. I'm just going to go to a random team and then just be like, yo, give me your 7th from next year. And I got it. I don't even want to put in the time to see if I can get even more. Now, a 2nd year player might not be able to get me anybody, but you know, like I said, I don't feel bad about doing this because a 63 is going to be higher than what they're going to get in the 7th round anyways. They're going to get a 50 something. So I don't really care. I might actually try to trade him for a 7th from this year because he's 65. Be able to get it like that. Just as many draft picks as I can get. Because the way that I draft, I may actually do something with them, or then I'll get better players than they will get, and I'll trade them to those teams, and therefore I just make everybody's better. Also, I like to edit the ratings a little bit, not for the guys that I get, but for the guys that the other teams get, because when they're consistently drafting 50s and whatever, it just brings the level of playing down for everybody. So I like to just, I don't know. I like to edit the ratings a little bit for other teams to make them a little bit better. Who else? I mean, I might keep some of these guys in here. But a 7th year guy. I'm not even going to look if anybody actually has any interest in them. I really just want these throwaway picks. You know, I don't even care. So now I got a 1st year, a rookie, a 1st year, a 3rd year, and a 5th year. Let's see. Nah, I'll keep him. We got a couple years out of him. Okay, Vernon's gotta go. We have no tight ends though if I do this. I might do it. They're gonna value that one higher. There we go. So I brought in another 1st round pick. So I mean, now we're just rolling in the dough, right? And I got 2 young running backs with star development and hidden, I think. So he's probably gonna be star. I could check out what it is if I wanted to, but I'll just go ahead and wait. I don't really care that much. Alright, enough of that. Alright, Matt Flanagan, I'm gonna try to get off my books. I doubt anybody's gonna want him at normal development. Like, they're not even gonna be yellow, probably. But that doesn't mean I can't get a 7th rounder for him. Please give me this 7th rounder. Even if they don't, okay, they do. Alright, good. Andrew East might get some playing time because of that. Yeah, he's got a good development trait. He's got some superstar abilities. Alright, let's go in and check out his... Oh, God. That's just such a high cap hit, and what? He's gonna be here next year? I mean, we might win the Super Bowl year 2, right? Because that's just how playing Madden works. But I don't know. Real draft a left tackle. He's just, how old is he? 31? He's gonna regress this year. He's literally going to regress this year. Might as well trade him to a, see, nobody, like, the Bears didn't even want him. I bet you the Bears left tackle is not as high rated as him, but he's just younger. Yeah, he's not even anywhere near it, but he's, 4 years younger. So, or even close, but oh my god. I guess they're really in win now mode. They're really trying to win right now. I'm just hoarding freaking picks. Ah, God, 4-year Eric Flowers. Get off my team. I don't want you here. Alright, take my 5th and get out of here. Let's go. I got a 2nd now. For a 65 overall player. They're really in freaking win now mode. Oh my god. See, a rookie, 63 overall. I mean, I'll probably draft a left guard or trade for a better one. 4 centers on my team? Why do I have 4 centers on my team? What is the reason for having 4 centers on my team? And what is Nick Sundberg doing? I've already found out I have a different long snapper, so that's not your excuse. 10 mil, 3 mil, 6 mil, 3 mil. Ryan Kerrigan. I mean, realistically, I would, like, the Redskins would not trade him. But I'd probably want to just be nice and send him to a team that's in kind of a win now mode. Like, give me it. I gotta maybe go with that other 4. Might even take a 3. Probably was gonna take a 3, but if I try the earlier 4. Good. Good. Holy crap, why do we have so many middle linebackers? I can't split the Fosters up. They're Foster brothers. John Bostic, man. Go Gators. But he's just 6 years in the league and he's a 71. He's just gonna take cap from me. Somebody will take him. Not the Chiefs. I want to see if they want anything. Okay, no. Cowboys. No, wait. It was the Rams. Yeah, the Rams want John Bostic. Okay. Not happening, but this is kind of my safe bet that okay. I'm gonna get Mason Foster off my books. A 77, 68, 8th year player. There's just, do I trade him to the Bengals because they want him? Again, I like to be nice and trade him to a kind of a win now kind of team. I think that maybe with him, because who's their middle linebacker? This is probably one of the, that's, what's his name? Joe Schubert, yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is their number 1 need. Okay, I doubt it'll actually go through straight up. But I'll be able to trade for him. Yeah, okay, actually, this is a really good trade. Good. Alright. Give him my 202. Actually, the difference between a 194 and a 202 for me is not really that much. Because, like I said, no matter where I pick in the 7th round, I'm usually not picking anybody that was a projected 7th rounder at that point. Yeah. Oh. Alright, I'll give him 2 lower picks then. So, I mean, it doesn't matter the pick position. But, I'll still give him both of these. This should work. If not, I'll have to give him a slightly higher 7. Got him. Welcome, Greedy Williams, to the Redskins. Obviously, I'm not going to trade him because he's an injured reserve. I'm actually pretty sure you can't trade him while they're in the injured reserve. Yeah. I know for a fact you cannot release them. I didn't know if you couldn't trade them. But now I know. Alright. Young guy. Alright, definitely getting Flowers off my roster. Get away. Random players that are never going to do well, and they'll give you so much for them. This is the same thing that happened to me in the Dolphins. Also, I'm going to get close to running out of the ability to take draft picks soon. You're only allowed to have 25. Oh, I'm going to get old dude off my roster real quick. Again, give him to a win now team. Why not? Just acquire as many... This game's super easy. And then I'm going to go back to quarterbacks. And I'm going to get rid of Case. I don't know if anybody's actually going to have... Well, I doubt there's going to be... I doubt there's going to be any green, but... The freaking team who traded him to me wants him. I can't do this. I'm going to bump Daniel Jones as well. Like... But the problem with Madden is that they're not going to ever progress to the point that they're like a consistent starter or even a star ever in this league if you don't give them a boost. So like Gardner Minshew, Daniel Jones, Drew Lock. Oh god, there's one more. I keep naming him. Oh, Josh Allen might need a little bit of one. Alright, I'll give it to the Vikings. That's so funny he would go back there. But I mean, the thing is, like, he's not going to beat Kirk Cousins out for the starting job. I mean, there's no way a 73 quarterback is going to ever, like, if he was a rookie or a first, second year player, maybe, but a 7th year player or whatever he is, no way in hell he does. So, I'll be happy to take your 2nd round pick off of your hands, Mr. Case for the Vikings. And then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I usually keep around 6. I keep like 6 of them, 6 corners and 6 receivers approximately. Atlanta's not primed for a ring. They're not primed. I want to get you a ring, or I want to get you in the playoffs. I love getting players in the playoffs. If I can't get them myself, yeah, there we go. Texans. He's going to playoffs, or he should. Definitely not getting a first out of it, but you always put it in to see what you can get. Okay, so I could probably get a 3rd straight up. Or maybe even not a 3rd or a 4th, but the 3rd, basically my thought process is the 3rd is the next one I'm trying. It would be silly to try a 2nd when I would have to go to the 3rd like that. So I am going to get this 3rd because I'm going to give him a 7th. Although I don't know if a 7th will get it because sometimes it's finicky. Alright, I got it. Alright. Boom. So, I mean, I got 6, corners here. Let's see how many receivers I got. Alright, so I got 6 receivers as well. Alright, actually probably has been pretty good on my roster. 46 exactly. Perfect. For 1 mil. But only for 1 year. And if I don't re-sign him, I have the cap room for next year. Welcome, Mr. Chad Kelly. He's my backup quarterback. Alright, I don't need a running back. I mean, look, there's already these guys. Of course I pressed it. There's already these guys. But he's a 3rd year, like 3 years in, Trey Madden, 69, nice. But even him, 64, same age as my guy, and he's 2 overall higher. You know, is he normal development? Pretty sure my guy's normal development too. So, I mean, what's the youngest guy? Here's a really young guy, a 61. He's 1 below him. It's just like, why? I might do a swap. I might grab him. Actually, no, I'm not even gonna. He's cheaper though, isn't he? Who knows? Maybe I made a great move right there. So now I got 48, so I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna cut some guys at 27 years old. You know what? I'm going to see. Since he's got 3 years left, I'm gonna keep him. I think I did that earlier, actually. I saw that. So I did the exact same thing earlier. At least you could see that I'm consistent, right? I'm probably gonna edit it out anyways, but actually I might keep it in just to show you guys. So with Jeremy Sprinkle and then Andrew East, I mean my long snapper. He's my freaking long snapper. But I might get him a couple of receiving yards this year. I did just go away from this. Alright, so I'm just... Alright, this 5th year 50 overall is absolutely stupid. And even a 2nd year 53 overall is absolutely stupid. And even a rookie 51 overall of 1 year, whatever, is absolutely stupid. They will never, ever be anywhere near the starting quota or whatever you want to call it. So I'm at 43. I'm gonna add one of each offensive lineman. I never add the top one unless I'm in a win now mode. So but he's 70, decent, but he's 10 years in the league. So he's gonna regress. 12 years in the league. 1 year in the league, but he's 25. So, but he's the only one that looks to be a decent age and a decent overall. Like he's the next youngest, but he's a 56. So I'm gonna go with the 25-year-old 63 overall. He's 2 million, but again, I'm probably going to end up not bringing him back, so that cap isn't going to affect me next year when I need it to affect me. I'm probably gonna have to go with this 25-61 guy. Because, you know, the other thing is if they do well and they progress a lot and you do want to bring them back, then they're still young, right? So 24-58 is the next good one. So yeah, definitely bring him back. That no, it was a 25-61 for $1 million. With so much cap space, it doesn't even matter. And I'm like, I want to lose this year. I do want to lose. So 25-57, really? Let's see if I can pick up another guard that's better. Yeah, this 25-67. Oh, Syracuse. Whenever I think Syracuse, I think the Ravens. And so I'm going to bring in this 25-60 and for less than $1 million and make him my center. Or I might switch Syracuse to be my center. I might have to bring in another left tackle or something. Well, yeah. I'm going to go back up to the guards. You know what? With 4 backup linemen, I think I'm good. Decent. 26-60. It looks like that's what I'm gonna bring in for $1 million. Boom. All right, I got 10 linemen now. Are there any good tight ends that could possibly increase their levels? I could trade him. Oh, do I really want to sign and trade him? You know, I do need to bring in some targets for Dwayne Haskins to try to increase his levels. I'm gonna sign him just to help out a little bit. All right, let's see. No, nobody young and good. definitely know the young and good. Here we might have some problems. No. I always look for young guys, and so if you get no young guys, I mean the 2464 is fine. I do need to bring in some backers though, don't I? My ends. You know, I'm gonna go double check on my team, see what I need. For a mil. Who cares? 2972 is probably the best bet here. I have a 76 defense. That's green. I have no superstar abilities. Alright, let's generate the best one. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna sim to the regular season. I usually sim training anyways. Alright, I'm gonna sim the regular season. We're gonna set our goal. We're below the roster size, so we're good. There's gonna be no game sound at all for Madden because I usually like listen to music or something while I'm playing Madden, so I always turn Madden down, the Madden volume down. And on the other reason is because on my TV, which is not even a TV, it's a monitor, it's a computer monitor. There's no sound, it has no speakers in it. So yeah, 4 wins. Dude, I don't even think we're gonna get to that. Well, I'm gonna commit that goal for this year. We're in the rebuilding phase. Alright, I'm actually gonna do that. I don't want to do my training. Because I always, like, just don't do it. Alright, well, we're in the regular season. I told you I'm not gonna play any of the games in the regular season. So, it doesn't matter. I want to lose as many as I can. Oh god, we lost 42-14. Holy crap. We're awful. They have... Oh, I thought I said halfback. We're gonna lose this game too. Who can we upgrade? Oh, Montez Sweat, let's go. Ha! See, I knew Andrew East was gonna upgrade. He's gonna get targeted. Even though he would never have beforehand. I don't even want to talk about those things because we're just going to lose again, but I'm going to show you guys how I do my draft stuff. See, players ready to negotiate. We're 0-2. Nice. Oh god, see, I knew that we're going to get some of these kind of guys, although he'll sign a $16 million over 3 years. But see, like someone like Brandon Scherf, this is why it was perfect to come to this, because I don't know that at age 27 I want to pay $9 million in cap for somebody that's gonna start to progress by the end of his contract. All right, I'm probably going to download, download one after, but I'm gonna do one. And then I gotta get off. I gotta edit this. It's been an hour and a half of recording. So I'm gonna do auto-generated rookies just well, I'm gonna have to do 2 because it's already gonna make me do this. I've got halfbacks for the future. I've got receivers for the future. And I actually might have a quarterback for the future, although I don't know yet. But now here's the thing. Alright, so like a position that I want, alright? Like left tackle. I could have gone left guard, but left tackle, alright? I usually go out here. I pick somebody that's like a good size, like a 6'6", 336 from Ohio. I know I'm gonna give up 2 people that I could have done because I'm gonna go back, but by scouting this, now he says he's gonna go undrafted, which means that his talent's pretty low. But sometimes he'll go to 6 there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna edit the draft class. Because I'm going to change it, alright? I'm going to change it to the other one. So it's not actually going to matter. Alright? So I'm going to go ahead and change that left tackle. Oh, I don't even remember who it was. He was Ohio, right? Let's see if we can find the Ohio guy. Yeah, Oliver McCarron. So he's a 56. So I'm going to make him like a 65, alright? He now says a 3, which I wanted to make him like a 6 or something. But basically, now that he's a 3, you know, let's say that was actually a 6. Well, now that he's supposed to go undrafted, but he's a 6th-round talent, which means that I should take him in the 6th, right? Well, if I take him in the 7th, I'm getting an absolute steal, right? Or this guy, if I'm taking him after the 4th, you know, I'm getting a steal. But if I take him like the 7th, I'm getting an absolute steal, right? And they have a bunch of players like this. So, you know, having a couple of 1st-round guys to look at is obviously a good thing. You know, especially with me getting the projected 1st overall. I think that's probably my own pick because we're pretty trash. But especially with the 1st overall, you know, the 12th, I'm gonna take some of the top guys, right? But as we saw, I go all the way down, like the 7th round. I get a couple of picks in there. If I could find players like this hiding out here, you know, if I could, you know, pick players like that hiding out in this area, then I'm taking guys that are just top line, you know. And as we saw, that he was like a 67 or 68. I think it was 67. So, you know, 3rd rounders are 67, which means that 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th rounders are like 50s, low 60s, high 50s probably. Which I like to bump. I usually bump people, not on my own team, but on other teams, because if not, they never fill their roster with good players. It's a sad fact. They never freaking fill their rosters with good players. You know, like if you continue to shuffle in 60 overall players that they just don't develop that much, it's just like you're never gonna have high level teams ever again. But yeah, so I always bump a couple. But yeah, if you get good players like this, then I mean, you could trade them away for high draft picks. You could trade them away for other players you want, right? Like trading a rookie 67 for a veteran 82. You know, like a 5th-year 82. You probably do that straight up, if not even get more for that pick. So this is what I like to do. That's my draft strategy. That helps me out a lot. That's why I like the horde draft picks, right? Because I'm going to pick these guys. I'm going to pick the 67s and stuff. So there we go. Finally. Okay. So this is good. This is good. This means that nothing is really actually screwed up. Okay. I don't know what this means for the future. This is probably going to be the only draft class I import because we don't know that far in the future. We do, however, have a decent understanding of what's going to go on in this draft class. Now, here's something that I might do, is I may actually try and move on from Haskins, because he didn't seem to be the kind of guy I want to use. Right? Like, I want an improviser. I want a Pat Mahomes, right? I want a scrambler. I want a Lamar Jackson. But he's a field general. That's what his archetype is. And I don't like that. Now, Joe Burrow is a field general, but I mean, honestly, I don't like Ohio State as a Gator fan. I really don't like Ohio State. So using Dwayne Haskins, I don't know, not a huge fan. Strictly from the college. Now, I don't like LSU necessarily either, but I actually respect the crap out of LSU. I you know, it's like after winning the national title, so using Joe Burrow, I guess wouldn't feel awful for me, but who knows? Maybe Justin Herbert because he's a scrambler. Or what I actually did in my Miami rebuild is I decided to draft Jalen Hurts, who was actually like a 70 overall, and I think this one. Now I'm not going to go in and look or anything because that would kind of screw everything around. I actually don't even pay attention because, like I said, I don't usually have the first draft picks, especially when I do my I actually almost never go for quarterbacks. That was the first time I ever went for a quarterback in the Miami one, because I usually do Baltimore, and of course I use Lamar freaking Jackson. You know, we might go for a quarterback, but we'll figure that out later. Alright, with that being said, I will do all of this first year crap, including the losing as many games as I can. I'm not going to force any losses, but I probably won't see this again until the playoffs. Or week 17. I'll go week 17 because it's the last time you can scout, and I'll kind of show you what I've done through scouting, but in week 17. I mean, of course, you can scout like in the Super Bowl week and in stuff like that, but I want to be able to show you like this year's schedule in addition. So I'm gonna do all that. I mean, I have an hour 43 minutes of crap to edit down. So actually, I have even a second video that I have to put in here. All right. Well, with that being said, I'm going to finish this up, get this video out today, and hopefully I'll try to have another one out tomorrow or another one today. I don't know. I am going to stream the draft. I might stream free agency. I don't get enough viewers to need to do that, but I will stream the draft for sure. Just I don't know, just because I want to get more practice streaming. So, all right. With that being said, I will see you guys next time.